What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, thanks for joining. If you've been here before, I hope I don't bore you again. Today, I'm going to be working on a simple project, something that I'm practicing for myself so that I can gift to others, which is just going to be, what we'll call a DIY cutting board. Don't need a lot for this. I'm using our miter saw, our new one, which I'll introduce you guys to, clamps, wood glue, and a sander. At least that's what I think I need so far. So, and a router. We will be using the router. So if you haven't seen it, I did just create a DIY router table for under $100. We'll have that video linked. Feel free to go check that one out. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead tonight. We're gonna make our cuts, get it glued, and then tomorrow we'll pick up with sanding it, getting the shape, and getting it ready to use. Black Friday deal, got him on sale, and the stand came free. We'll link it down below, but if the deal's not going on, it's going to be real expensive. All right, so what we're doing is I went to Home Depot, bought some beautiful walnut. It's good hardwood research that's good for cutting or making these cutting boards. It's good, safe for food and whatnot. So what I'm going to be doing is taking that, cutting it into 11-inch lengths, and then these are, damn, I just realized I did all my math wrong. So we're going to go back to the drawing board and see what we're going to do here. But we're going to basically do it on a side grain, not the flat side of it, because I want it to be a nice thick cutting board. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. This isn't going to be a big one, it's just going to be a small one to get our feet wet with the cutting board practice. Now I'm just going to take my other piece of walnut, do the same thing, lay it out, lather it in glue. I'm going to move inside, let it sit overnight. So tonight's just cuts, glue, easy peasy. Alright, so as I was looking at both sides, trying to see how I wanted to lay my board, kind of find this natural tone change in the wood. So kind of like it here, I might try and recenter it up, but I was happy to find this. The other side's going to look terrible, I think, but at least one side's going to look pretty cool. So we're back in the house, certainly a little bit warmer than the shop. This is the glue we'll be using today. See if we can get it to focus. There we go. Look this up. This is waterproof. So it's FDA approved for indirect food contact, which dried glue between these joints will be that. So we're gonna put a liberal amount on here, throw it onto our parallel clamps, and yeah, let that sit overnight in the house where it'll be nice and warm. It's the ideal temperature. Then tomorrow, we'll clean her up, sand her up, add in our juice ring. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's all we're doing now. And this is where we're going to leave her overnight to dry. and pray it doesn't stick to the 2x underneath it. Welcome back, y'all. It's the next day, same clothes, and exactly what we thought, what I feared was going to happen, happened. So we're going to see if we can separate it, and if not, $36 mistake. So we're going to whack it with a hammer and a chisel. Fingers crossed. Swear to God, I thought that was going to take 30 minutes. Things are looking up. All right, now that that luckily separated, heading out to the shop. We're going to use the miter saw to square up all the edges, make sure they're all the same length. We got a couple different sandpapers here. I got 80 and 220 here, and then I got our regular sandpaper, which I don't know what it was, but I'm assuming it's less than 220. Then we're gonna sand it down a few different times. That's one. Feels pretty good. Still got some highs and lows. But we're going to flip her over, hit the other side, and then we're going to hit it again with another fresh sheet of 60 grit. I'm using a semi-worn sheet right now. Then once I get happy with that, we'll go up to 80 and then 220. To rinse and repeat with 60 grit, 80 grit. Ideally, I'd have had like 120 grit, but I don't, so I got a 220. So 60, 80, 220. I'm gonna round the edges. And then I'm gonna try to add in like a juice groove. So the idea is to use this 2x4 as a rail, and you guys saw I drew my line there. We're gonna try and do this side by side. We've adjusted our router to hopefully get her on here and slide like so. As long as it's all consistently wrong, it's all the same. So, we'll see. All right. Not bad. We'll take it. So far, Milani just saw when I think rounded the edges. Otherwise, she's been working really hard in the house with Wilson helping her out. So this is gonna be her reaction to a fancy cut. Obviously.
Whoa! Pretty straight.
Mostly. It's still custom.
Yeah. You didn't have to do it on the other side, so that's good.
This is a win. Thanks.
Charcuterie.
No.
Oh.
Back in the crib, which makes your boy feel better. So next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna spray this down with some water, which again will raise the grain to prevent it from getting rough after the first time we use it. So after we do this, I'm gonna douse it pretty good, wipe down with a clean rag, and then tomorrow we're gonna sand it down with the 220. And that's when we'll start working on our mineral oil. We'll probably need to do, from everything I've read, at least 3 coats. We'll probably do 4, but basically I want the wood to start rejecting the oil because it's conditioned. And then we'll be done for the night. So the energy bug got me. So after we spritzed it, I decided, why wait? So we went out, did our last final sanding. And so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna brand it, and then we're gonna go ahead and condition it and start that process. We'll probably get 2 coats tonight, maybe 3. If we get 3, we'll probably be good. If not, we'll do 1 more tomorrow. But yeah. All right, y'all, it is about a day and a half later. Ended up doing 3 coats of that butcher block oil or conditioner, which I'll make sure obviously we link down below. But the board itself now is a little oily when you pick it up, so the wood is no longer accepting oil, which is where you want it to be. So now it's ready for a wash in its first use. This was a really fun project. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to see the different tones of the wood come out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it well. This was no planer, didn't use our table saw. This was just miter saw, orbital, sander, and some clamps and some glue. Really simple project. All of this, I mean, we have some of the other tools and whatnot, but this was a $40 project. And it was really fun, something that we'll use for a while. So let me know if you guys like this, if you want more things that you could probably gift or just do to decorate around the house. Yeah, appreciate y'all following, and we'll see you next time. 11-inch length. Uh-oh. We only got a solar powered motion light here, so that might happen again. If I miscalculated, I just used the wrong side. Gosh. Classic Wayne.
Whoa.
It's cute, right?
Yeah. Maybe a cheese board. What happened?
So yeah, we're gonna do that. Our brand, I'm glad you asked. No, we're not gonna do a TD. My grandfather was an excellent artist, carpenter, woodworker, all of that stuff, and how he signed everything was with a $sign. Our last name is Wages. So we're gonna go ahead, continue that on, put it on the butcher block, and yeah, hopefully we don't ruin it.